Today I'd like to talk about death, because with all that fear of death, there is so much stress, and stress is number one killer. So, I want to help you to alleviate the stress so that you have higher chances of survival from the Covid-19 coronavirus disease. According to many religions and according to my own experience, we people was born and died more times than we can imagine. And if you ever had an out-of-body experience, or if you ever had psychedelic experience, such as DMT, ayahuasca, or even mushrooms, you would know that when you leave your body, nothing really happens. You still you. You just get absorbed into non-physical. But all your attributes is still there, plus you get all your superpowers back. How much fun is that? People who are enlightened, very enlightened, such as Tibetan lamas, who remember the reincarnations, they will tell you that this is just another lifetime and we're here to do some work, we're here to teach, we're here to elevate the vibes, we're here as messengers of love and compassion. And you know, it's work, but then it's nice to go up for vacation. So in my experience too, like my lifetime here, I feel like it's work, it's sharing, it's giving. And I personally have not much of a fear of death, because in every meditation I go so far, so high, that, you know, from that perspective you see your entire existence, and you understand who you truly are. That's why I advise meditation in probably my every video to you guys, because it gives you not only physical health, emotional and mental health and illumination, it gives you a perspective of your soul on your physical existence now. And you know, I walk around and people also scared about this COVID, and oh my God, people are dying. Well, people have been dying as long as people existed. Trees are dying, animals are dying. It's a natural cycle of birth and death. And so, you know, it's all right. People are dying. They always have been dying. Abraham, from Abraham Hicks, that collective consciousness of Abraham, speaks about death, and they talk about it jokingly. They said croaking, because it's not that serious. You know, you are incarnating physical, they get reabsorbed, and the no physical, it's like the breath, it's like in and out, you in and out, and it's a normal process. And Abraham talks about death in such a high notes that when you die, all that resistance, all that fear, all that absence of clarity and understanding and love disappears, and you get to experience you, how you truly are, the being of light and love. And when you think about death in these terms, like, I start to look forward actually to dying. I only stay here longer because I'm on a mission. I'm helping to heal the global population right now. It's an important time when people are changing the densities from third to fourth, and you know, people need lots of support. And another reason why I'm still here is because I still have young children, and I know if I go now, they'll be traumatized. They're not ready for it. So I gotta stick around. And I think also Abraham mentioned about death, that every person has multiple doors or multiple opportunities to exit this reality and get absorbed into the non-physical, or go back to the kingdom of God, or however you imagine it. But sometimes we take this opportunity and sometimes we don't. And it's really a decision of our soul whether we want to stick around or whether we are ready to leave. And so when we're ready to leave, it's time to go. We don't need to so hold on to this physical body that's already so sick and old, and you know, you kind of spent your time here, and we're clutching at this you know, time space, like there is no future. Well, you're an infinite being. You don't ever die. So all that fear of death is really truly a fear of ego, and fear to lose, of destruction of your attachments. I really recommend reading some of the Tibetan literature on death. Very interesting. And also Carlos Castaneda, his teacher Don Juan, speaks about death, and he, in very high notes as well, he says death is your best teacher. Your death is always behind you. It's always watching you. And being friends with your death allows you to enjoy your life and to really be immersed in every moment here on earth with purpose, with cherishing every opportunity to learn and grow. And it naturally gives you that high perspective. I can talk about death for hours. I mean, I had lots of interesting experiences myself. I saw my own death once, and my body shook, but I felt peace. My body didn't want to die. It was not the time, and it was a figure. I was standing. Actually, I was standing on the edge of empty grave. It was just dug for somebody, and I was standing there meditating on my death, and right across the grave I saw this figure, and I knew it was my death. It was very real. It was a profound moment, which helped me to embrace my soul purpose here, my mission here on earth, more closely and understand it more vividly. So death is truly, can be an amazing ally. Of course, you want to make protective measures right now to protect your body from being sick, because being sick is not fun. Whether you die or you don't die, being sick it just sucks. Plus, you can infect others. So, and the best way to protect yourself from virus, since there is no medications for virus, it's not a bacteria, you cannot take antibiotics for it. You need to focus on connecting to the consciousness of your body. You need to really become aware of this beautiful instrument that you have. You want to have an amazing diet. You want to eat superfoods right now, taking lots of supplements. And I will be making a video on supplements tomorrow, where I will give you the whole list of powerful immune supporting natural herbs and ingredients from nature. You want to think good thoughts. You want to spend this time productively and perhaps get to know yourself better, meditate more. You want to share love, if not in person, then over the phone, connecting with your loved ones, know that they're supported. You want to know that you are supported and loved. But if you really cannot get over that fear of death, then I highly recommend taking psychedelics right now. The clinical studies done with psychedelic mushrooms given to the terminal patients in hospitals who have this anxiety of death, this terrible fear, show amazing results. People understand what happens to them, because they it kind of takes you there, but doesn't really kill you. You just have a glimpse of that other reality where you will go after death. So people come back from the trip having peace, relaxing, enjoying their last moments on earth like they never did before. And so either psychedelic mushrooms or LSD or ayahuasca or ibogaine or whatever psychedelics is available for you now, it's a good time to take it because you have time, plus the trip will really give you a deeper understanding about this very sensitive subject that is a taboo that people don't like to talk about. They're horrified and they judge that experience very unfairly. Death is not what you think unless you know what it is.